Hey everyone, I'm Amazed Moose, and lately I've been diving into Star Citizen, and I have to say, I'm completely puzzled by this game. It's a strange mix of brilliance and frustration. The ideas and immersion are absolutely fantastic, but in practice, almost none of the game mechanics seem to work as they should. Now, it's easy to criticize, right? But I didn't want to just be another random complainer. You see, I've been a developer for 24 years, so I figured why not try to improve some of these mechanics myself. I want to see if it's really possible for a single developer to fix some of these issues, or if the folks over at Cloud Imperium Games are doing the best they can under the circumstances. So I'm starting with something small but significant. NPCAI and bunker missions. Let's see where this journey takes us, whether I can make some improvements, or whether I'll end up tipping my hat to the SIG team. Either way, it'll be an interesting challenge. Okay, first of all, for our ambitious experiments, we'll naturally be using Unreal Engine. I mean, I'm not insane enough to use a 15-year-old engine that's been left in the dust, with no support, especially since the company behind it went bankrupt. That's just not the way to go if you're trying to modernize and improve game mechanics. All right, let's dive in. Before we can make any improvements, we need to take a good look at what we're working with. So let's start by analyzing Star Citizen's bunker missions, and yes, we're going to critique them a bit. Now, if you're one of those dedicated Star Citizen fans, also known as a person who's completely lost touch with reality, I'd recommend stopping right here. What I'm about to say might hit a little too close to home, and I don't want to be responsible for any hurt feelings. Okay, so what do we have done so far? Now, we have our beautiful arrow, which is honestly quite useless after the master modes, but alright, we're not going to discuss that right now. So let's hop into the pilot seat. Today, our task is to tackle a bunker mission and see what kind of issues we run into with the NPC. Yeah, there's a huge hole in the station, but whatever. It's been 12 years in alpha and they still haven't had time to fix that. So who cares?
Landing gear raised.
First off, let's jump to a place of interest. Exit to 0G. If I accidentally press that, I'll just float around in zero gravity. Great. Hopefully I've got my weapons with me because today we're all set.
Engines offline.
Alright, so when we talk about bunker missions, we're talking about these mercenary contracts provide backup type missions. Oh wait, it seems like we've got a problem. The engines aren't working. Oops, that was an accidental button press. Anyway, the issue with this game is that while they claim to make it super realistic, and in some ways it is like with food and water, needs you just drink some random yellow bottle, and it's not making the game more realistic, just adding meaningless tasks. But okay, the idea was there. Now, let's talk about the bunker missions. And you've got 10 guards inside the bunker being attacked by 10 pirates, and they're asking for help from one pilot. I mean, why would 10 armed guards in a secure bunker need my help to deal with 10 attackers? It's not exactly a logical setup. Maybe these guards are low-quality, underpaid civilians with guns who have no clue how to defend the bunker, which would explain why they die so easily. The logical problems start here. If the pirates took over the bunker, shouldn't they have taken control of that giant turret on top as well? It should be firing at me as I approach, but nope, it just sits there, and it never does anything. All right, we're at the bunker now. The turret is still just chilling. And by the way, how did these pirates get into the bunker in the first place? Shouldn't there be some way to explain how they attacked? But no, They just spawn inside in the elevators. That's issue number one. The realism goes out the window.
Engines offline.
Oh, do I have a silencer here? A silencer on a plasma or laser rifle? Yeah, that's ridiculous. But again, we'll ignore that. I enter the elevator, and immediately I hear gunfire. The guards and pirates are already fighting without my help. If I'm lucky, I could just sit back and watch, but I know these NPCs are useless. The first big issue, there's only one entry point to the bunker, which makes sense for a security outpost. But in real life, I've worked with military forces, and if someone took over a bunker, they'd be guarding that one entry point for sure. In this game, though, no one's there. There should be someone waiting by the elevator, ready to ambush me with gunfire or grenades as soon as the doors open. Maybe they don't have enough people, or maybe they're not expecting an attack, but how is it possible they're defending a bunker and don't expect backup? So I walk in and see a guy patrolling. He's not even looking at the only entry point. His patrol script is so basic, he doesn't notice me. And here's the major issue, this is the only point of entry, and yet he's walking around completely oblivious to me. Now, what happens next is hilarious. One by one, these NPCs will come to investigate what happened to their buddy, only to die in the same spot. They don't take cover, they just walk into the open and get shot. It's like they have no self-preservation instincts. There are 2 points they come from, but every time they just walk into my line of fire. They know where I am, but instead of doing anything smart, they just keep coming to die. Where's the realism in that? Why are they constantly walking into the same trap? It's like a parade of brainless NPCs with terrible scripting. They don't communicate, they don't coordinate, they just keep coming, and it's always the same pattern. No matter how many times you play these missions, the AI behaves exactly the same. And this is after 12 years of development. You'd expect better AI by now. But no, they behave like mindless bots. They don't react to gunfights, they don't use cover, and they don't seem to have any tactical awareness. This is the state of Star Citizen's AI. After 12 years, there's no real intelligence behind their actions. They patrol mindlessly and die in predictable patterns. It's embarrassing, especially when you consider games like Fear, which had incredible AI, or Alien Isolation, which did AI so well. Despite its limitations, at the end of the day, what Star Citizen provides is a scripted FPS enemy that can shoot and walk, but lacks any real decision-making or intelligence. It took me 5 minutes in Unreal Engine to prototype better behavior than this. These NPCs don't have real AI, they're just waiting to be killed. There's no suppressive fire, no patrolling logic that makes sense, and definitely no advanced AI systems like hierarchical or so-called goal-oriented AI we all praised in Fear. And yes, we've got one enemy left out there, but instead of hiding or ambushing me, he's just standing there out in the open waiting for me to come and shoot him in the face. No strategy, no awareness, just another sitting duck. And look at this again. I rushed into the room, saw the NPC, took my sweet time to aim, and shot him. He was staring right at me the whole time and did absolutely nothing. No reaction at all. And if you think it's just the bunker missions, the space combat AI works the same shitty way. There's no teamwork, no tactics, just ships flying at you and shooting. So, what's the point of this video? Well, I'm going to try to improve this AI myself and see if a single developer in 2024 can do better in 1 month than what Star Citizen has done in 12 years. I'll publish videos showing my progress and explaining how I do it. Do I have any chance to succeed? Or will I end up admitting that SIG is doing their best? We'll see. Either way, it'll be an interesting experiment. So if you're interested in following along, subscribe, give this video a like, and stay tuned as we try to fix the AI in these bunker missions.